Today, welcome. We're going to be talking about accountability. This part, I know women have been on the end of the least accountable people on earth. I've heard that a lot. I don't know about you, right? And I don't know whether to agree with it or not, but let me speak from my own perspective. I am one person that I like to take accountability. Why? Because whenever anything happens, when it comes to situations or relationships and all of that, the first person I point a finger at is myself. Even though I am well aware when people wrong me and I can be valid with my emotions, my assumptions, or my conclusions, they could be valid. However, I still always try to look at what part have I played in it. And usually it's beyond just being wronged. How we show up in the scenario also matters. That probably aggravated or enabled the encounter or extended it, or even just the wrong response to a situation that could have just been averted by easy flowing communication. And not all of this could be your fault, or not all of the opportunities could present itself where you are in that rational mindset where you can make the right decisions. Because let's not forget that emotions also play a role. And if we are I'm a very emotional person, and I embody things from a very emotional space quickly, which is why I hurt quickly. And with a lot of work that I've been doing on myself, I have been able to learn how to regulate my emotions enough to be able to have clearer view and perspective on things that has anchored me when I want to have hard conversations, because I'm not afraid to have conversations. And in fact, one of the newest relationship that I have, like a friend of mine, I've been able to develop, and is male. It is the most, how do I say it, the best relationship I've had when it comes to interpersonal relationship with the opposite sex, and having hard conversations. Hey, you. See, you don't need to be in a romantic relationship with a man for them to hear the word "can we talk" and already feel like the word has ended. That "can we talk," men do not like to hear "can we talk." It's like you have this knife waiting. So I've had to, with that relationship with my friend, I've had to learn a lot about how men receive information. And these were some of the things that, even though I consider myself a very good woman, with my past relationship with men, I'm even talking about romantic and even non-romantic, I found out that I am flawed in the area of communication sometimes. I can also come off very defensive because I have that energy of survival and independence that have been around me for years due to caretaking my life as early as 11 with a broken home. So I really did not have anybody. I have been the man, woman, brother, sister, husband, wife of myself, mother, father of myself since a very tender age. So that reflected a lot of masculine energy for me, and masculine energy cannot survive with another masculine energy without them having clashes. I don't know if you understand that. So my femininity shows up here and there, but my masculine energy has always been on the all-time high because I had my own fears, and I also needed to survive. And there is a place and time for the masculine energy to show up, because in life, both men and women have both masculine and feminine energy embedded in them. The feminine just has a lot more masculine energy, and I'm supposed to operate more in my feminine. And because of that, I have had moments where I do not communicate in a manner that a man can actually receive it. I learned that the hard way, and when I did crack the code of how to speak to men, which I will do that in another video, when I did get to crack the code, I was able to flow better with the opposite sex. And it also gave me more groundedness with women around me as well, because women also find it safer when they have energy that allows them to express and to sit comfortably in that expression, especially when you have friends that are a lot of, they are hustlers and survivors in nature. And when I talk about hustle, I'm talking about women with decent hustles, right? So I would say that accountability is the ability to bring to awareness, have an awareness of patterns, habits, beliefs that allows you show up in life in a manner that could incite negative experiences towards you and also towards people that you're in contact with. And when people step up to you, you should be able to allow their emotions and their own perspective and views land, sit with it, and not always internalize it, so that you can have a balanced perspective of the situation. Apologize where you can and change to do better where you can. Hey there, Dr. Kaffy here. And right here with me is a book that contains power, purpose, essence, resilience, the story that is relatable to people, young, old, man, woman, boy, girl, that had a story where they are finding their self, finding their worthiness, seeking the essence and how to manifest it through a world that's put a lot of stop checks in your life. This is my story, the story where my childhood shaped a lot of what I am today. And a lot of us can relate to that, especially in Africa. This is a book that will not only spark inspiration, motivation, but it's going to ignite a fire inside of you, where that soft voice that was needing validation to why it should fight for itself and its essence. This book is going to ignite that. It's an easy read, it is fun, and the testimonials have been pouring in about the book. It has been a game changer. A lot of people who don't even like to read call me and say, I don't like to read, I'm not a reader, but I read this and I could not stop reading. All that I've been through, all that I am, God gave me the capacity to be able to wield it as a tool that people in the world today, and when I'm gone, can use to navigate through life and believe that there's nothing impossible as long as you set your mind to it. You don't even need to see it to create it. I created an opportunity with a tool that was least considered worthy, not to talk of honorary or dignifying. And I stand here today as one who has toured the world, been honored on different stages, created companies, raising 2 beautiful children off the back of dance. So I don't care what it is that you are. Do not let the world metric system be the one to judge or to measure your worthiness. I don't care whether you're a baker, whether you're a seamstress, a fashion designer, a hairdresser, a social media manager. You can dine among kings and queens as long as you believe in it. You don't need people to believe in it. You need to believe in it. And when you do, the people will come, the help will come. And every other thing that didn't align will start to align. So grab your copy of Alajota today. You can get one copy ebook or paperback on Amazon, or you can go directly to www.iamkaffy.com. Go to my shop and you can purchase a copy of Alajota, any choice you want. You can buy it as a gift as well. This book will shift a needle in your life's trajectory in the positive direction. My recent relationship have challenged me in that because I've let my guard down. I've stopped trying to be defensive and guarded, especially when it's not necessary. And even in areas that are necessary, I have dropped my guard down especially in the aspect of hearing the other side a lot more, sharing their perspective. Before, I used to hear the other side, but I heard it from a place of, okay, how do I now shrink to accommodate them not feeling this way again? I did not know how to still wear my crown and listen to other people and let the natural process of the relationship occur. So if you are able to allow yourself to face or be accountable, and the person you are being accountable to has the emotional maturity to also match up to where they also need to take accountability for it, you don't need to first or try to control the outcome or try to see that it ends up well. It will end up well because everybody also different people also reflect on things differently, heal differently, they absorb energies differently. Some people need time. Some of us, people like us, we don't really need time. We are good. Once something happens, we take a cannabis. Let's move on, right? I even had to learn now to also pull back and allow certain scenarios just play out, because if you keep trying to control the outcome, you will never see the true state of the other human. You will never be able to see what they will really do or how they really show, because that is where you now become vulnerable to manipulation, especially when you're a highly emotional person and people can read your emotion or read your triggers or know how to press your buttons, which even if they press a button, unless the button has on inside, nobody should be able to have the power to press a button and expect a reaction and get it. They should press the button and they should be disappointed with the reaction that they will get. But when we allow people to be able to see us through us enough, because we are always trying to control. And when I say control could come from a place of trying to fix all the time, trying to find peace too quickly, not allowing the situation diffuse naturally and allow the people to even come to terms. I am one person that I can even interrupt the person's capacity to take accountability, because I don't too quickly say sorry, let's all say blah, 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 blah. So even the amount of reflection the person needs to have to sit with the area they did wrong, I interrupt that process by trying to quickly, let's move on, let's go on. And the person will be like, okay, she's okay with it. Okay. Before you know it, they'll do it again. And when they feel that you've started building some kind of resilience towards bad behaviors, you find it harder to curb it when you're not able to take the right actions for it. And the right action could be stay away, step away, let it be. Do we get that? Does that sort of look like something we can do? Okay. So how did I start learning how to allow things be? More recently in my life, I'm divorced now about 5 years, going on 6. And I can say that I've learned a lot in the 5 years post-marriage than I've in almost 40 years of my life. And even with that, the journey began 10 years earlier, while I was in that marriage and wondering, how did I get here? What did I do wrong? I just came here from the naive notion of love is butterflies, love is feeling, someone is out there that can complete you, and it's all supposed to be rosy and beautiful and all of that in between. But I realized that I'm living with another human being. I did not do all the basic checks I need to do when it comes to compatibility. I was writing more on chemistry, right? Some level of compatibility. I was writing more on things that I'm attracted to. And those things can actually be can create what they call road-colored glasses for you. And before you know it, you've learned that, did you do a character check? Did you do a core value check? Did you even allow some checks to be long enough? Because we all show up with masks. When you meet a guy for the first time, you are not going to be showing all your demons, right? Neither will you be seeing all your weaknesses and knowing all your pasts and traumas that you carry. Some things, a lot time reveals. And if you do not want to be a prey to manipulators, narcissists, or men who just want to use you, the slower you go with things, the better for you. And with that, you'll be able to absorb more consequences of the actions and decisions you take. Accountability humbles you. Accountability helps you expand your views and your capacity as a human being. Accountability is painful sometimes, a lot of times, because you are fighting against the ego. The ego is that part of you that wants revenge, wants payback, wants to be seen, wants to stand out, wants to be special, wants to be treated a certain way, wants, not always grounded, ready to move with so much urgency. The ego operates from the wound the most. There's a place for the ego where it helps us assess and create the essence of our uniqueness, to see how unique we are, but not at the expense of our existence, to exist in harmony of all what it is that life has to offer us. So I operated a lot from the ego. In fact, I never realized I was so egoistic, because ego is not only when you are arrogant. You can be egoistic from a place of this, what you call, you say you're humble, but not like, it's not humility, it's not good humility, it's a humility that hides behind humility to achieve certain manipulation and control, so that a certain outcome is derived that allows you to achieve what the ego wants you to achieve. I don't know if that is clear, but those who get it, will get it. Please don't come and ask me question. It's the best way I can explain it right now. And the day I have no clarity, I'll be able to give it. But the ego is very intelligent. In fact, the ego is your shadow self. It knows you more than anybody else. And it can come up with amazing backflipping strategies that even you think that logically you are right, emotionally you are right, but egoistically you are wrong. And like I said, I've encountered a relationship in my recent life in the past 2 years that has challenged my ego. And I think it's because I was ready. The past 2 years, I've been more ready than ever to succumb to the journey of returning to love, to self, to allow relationship challenge who I am, to allow relationship check me, to allow a relationship stand up to me. Because I stood in front of that mirror and I said, I'm ready to see myself. And I started looking, and I started finding, and I started understanding, and I started loving. And that's really what it's all about. Being in that space whereby you take accountability not because you want to break or tear yourself down, or see accountability as a tool that tears you down, but as a tool that exposes the part of you that can allow you to rise up. Because if we don't go deep down into the dark, we cannot find the gems that are there. Even the most precious things in this world are hidden in the dark. You need to go down. You need to go into the dark, because that's where light is valuable. If you don't see the dark, you cannot appreciate the light. Let's not deceive ourselves. Especially for us women, let's take accountability. I feel that there's a lot there's a lot of roles that we play, even in the man-woman dynamics, that because of how much the systems has played itself against us, it sometimes overrides areas where we should also look into that we can do better at. Because there is patriarchy, there is misogyny around us. And the system of the world favors patriarchy more than anything else. And because of that, we're also blindsided because of how much of a victim and how loud we are expecting our victim, in which we are very valid with a lot of it. We have also, in hindsight, blinded ourselves on the roles that we play that enables that. If we women can heal and do better with our self-love, we can eradicate a lot of nonsense going on in this world. Women had more power to create change than any other sex. Like we women, we have more than men, and we are built for that. We are the womb of creation. We carry creation. We carry the birthing of seeds. That is why if a seed is planted in us and it is not a good seed, we have the power to upturn it and bring out fresh flowers from it. And that is why we are really under attack. And that's why our system, when broken, has more potency in recreating itself, regenerating the pain, the hurt, and passing it on generation by generation. We have more capacity to pass traumas than even the men, even though they have a role to play in it. But because we're the womb, we're the product of production. We're the factory of production of humanity. And in everything, in wealth, in procreation, even in divinity, even in complementing the masculine energy and power. Do you know what it is when a woman is healed and operates in her divine self? Whew! Not just her home blossoms, but her environment and her society and everything she touches turns to gold. So imagine how many women are broken by the patriarchal system, misogynistic system, abusive relationship, and all of that. Some of these women are the one nursing the next husband they are able to marry. They are the one raising the next father. They are the one raising the next king, the next president that is coming back to that patriarchal system. So if we women do not take accountability of where we are also dropping the ball, we cannot even heal the world the way we have been empowered to do that. We have the capacity. It's innately in us to do that. A lot of what men do are for women. Do you know that? No matter how they want to try and say, I don't need woman, I don't need man, it's harder for men to not need woman. It's easier for a woman to operate without a man than a man to operate without a woman, because the feminine energy is a divine force of creation. And when the man who is healed and is able to take accountability for himself and rise to the occasion of what the system of the world has created on his behalf, and debunks that and say, no, enough of that, and both of us can stand in accountability, proper proportions of it, the world will shift. We don't need the whole world to do that before the world starts to change. Because one life has the capacity to change millions, not to talk of two individuals operating in their divine masculine and feminine. And we all don't have to be married before we are able to project a nuclear capacity of doing things right among ourselves interpersonally, both man and woman. We all have a role to play when it comes to accountability. And both gender have a way of running away from it. And yes, they have different valid reasons why. A lot of it, like I said before, is fear. It's fear. Love is not about just receiving. Love is about emitting and giving. When you operate from a place of fear, you're not going to be giving from love. You're going to be giving from fear, because fear creates control, the need for control. So a lot of what we call love, we need to start redefining it. Like I said, I'll drop in the comment section some books I've read, some videos I have watched, and some people I have followed that have helped expand my perspective towards life and allow me to surrender more. When we surrender more with love and we operate less with fear, accountability will be easier. Hard conversations will be easier. Because where do you stand to lose? If you have to lose someone because you are telling the truth or you are holding them towards the standards of being truthful, then they are not worthy of being in your environment. Let them go and let life teach them. Because there's so much you can do. You cannot, they say you can lead a horse to the river. You cannot force it to drink water. Don't force anybody to drink water. You understand? Because you have your own water to drink. And you cannot do beyond how much you have opened yourself for. And that's why I'll end this video today. Accountability is an amazing tool, a practice that you must have for yourself, towards others, and it should be laced with empathy. Even when you want to make final decisions, kindness and empathy should not depart from you. Even if you need to be the one doing the work in a way. Kindness and empathy shouldn't depart from you. Do you know why? Because the other person is only operating from their own understanding. So I'm not saying that somebody carry gun, I want to shoot you. Kindness and empathy, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying even in that situation, walk away and don't try to fix something that is a danger to your life. So don't endanger yourself in the name of kindness and empathy. You can separate yourself to save yourself, especially when it's the one that can take your life. But we also need to grow resilience and more capacity for one another. There is a lot going on in the world right now. The culture of let them go, let them go, let them go is a lot. If they are taking a place, let them go. If everybody is walking away from relationship, which one do we now fix? How do we now grow one? How do we build relationships? Because a relationship that has true love is hard, requires a lot of hard conversations, sacrifice, and repeated forgiveness. Growth is not without pain. It's a painful one because it will reveal yourself to you. Are you ready to face yourself? Are you ready to face yourself? And if you're ready to face yourself, there needs to be a relationship that is going to hold you up to that standard. And you need to be ready for that. God bless you. Don't forget to like and subscribe so this channel can grow. And I'm also learning on the job to be a YouTube content creator. Support this ministry, oh, support us, support us. Hit the notification button and comment section. Please load me with questions. Ask me anything. Because on this journey of transformation, I am here with you. Come transform with me. Are you ready for total transformation? Are you ready for the kind of transformation that is all encompassing? We're talking about your body, your mind, and your spirit. Then you should sign up for Transform Her 100. It was specially designed for women. There is no lasting, sustainable transformation of self, especially body, that we seek for without touching the mind. 85% of the success rate I have experienced with the women that I have coached have come from the ability to touch a part of their mind and erase or eradicate completely some certain limiting beliefs. So women is not even about food. Some of it is mental block, psychological block, and just the perception of how they see themselves, the perspective that needs to be changed. We can change it. You can change it. Together we can. With this 100-day program, you will see a shift in your life that you've never believed is possible. And we can do it virtually. From your comfort of your home, gym, or wherever it is that you find it comfortable to do the different exercises that will be placed on the platform for you. Transformer 100 was designed to be affordable as well, because getting all the different kinds of coaches to coach you for 100 days is expensive if you are supposed to do it on your own, right? But we're saving you loads and loads of money. I'm talking about thousands of dollars, right? Because it's just $1 per day. 100 days, $100. Please tell me anywhere in the world that you want to get that. Tell me. And you're getting body. Body means you're going to get physical exercises, dance programs, anything that allows you to move towards the body goal that you desire. Transform Her 100 is going to help you reclaim your divine feminine power. Find a pathway towards healing that works for you because of the beautiful coaches that are coming on board to speak, to nurture, and to create practices, sustainable practices that helps you heal from whatever it is that is blocking your what? Your abundance, your wealth, the joy, your peace, your happiness is all attached to certain limiting beliefs or perceptions that you are just holding on to so strongly, maybe due to experiences, past or present. You can eradicate all of that. It's one click away. Go to www.iamkaffy.com and sign up now. Or scan and be on the waitlist on the Joda app, where we will be featuring this program. Transforming your life is in your hands. Nobody can be a superhero more than you. Let's go.